Hi everyone, how are you? I'm going to have a new podcast, and this is the first introduction to the podcast, and this is really important for me and for you as a subscriber and as a viewer. This podcast will be about the basically the different content and different courses that I have. I've been in the past 10 years having experience in content creation and also in different purposes or experience or kind of objectives of using content for teaching purposes or other purposes, editing, translating, using it for education or other purposes that's needed. I'm also a writer and active on social communication, as you can see, as well as an artist. So I like to do content and to. I had this experience from a long time. However, in the last 10 years, I have been more active in it than before for different reasons. Okay, so basically, the main content I have currently are in the English language for college level curriculum, that is international curriculum in the English language. So basically, you can call American system, Canadian, international systems that are in the English language. I used them before, or I have experience obviously as a teacher counselor for many years right now, for 20 years. So currently, with my experience, that's basically the content I have right now, which is in social sciences college level. The social sciences that I will present in this podcast are basically an idea for you to know what content I have if you're interested to buy. And I will post the different topics I have, the different purposes for it. And if you're interested, I would be more than happy if you would, if you would, if you're interested, we would talk, we would have a meeting on Zoom. We can contact via email or WhatsApp. We can also have, a kind of, meeting or a kind of idea, a kind of introduction for you. Anyways, the introduction I have on the podcast is enough, but obviously, if you're interested, I'd be more than happy if you want to, if you want to have a meeting to understand the different issues that are there. What topics, maybe you have certain questions. We will obviously the important details and description I will have in the description box, and I also will introduce and talk about in the video itself. So basically, um, you have different topics that I will share. I do have right now currently with me, and right now because I have free time, I will do. So I'm actually pretty excited that there are different topics I will start creating. Um, I do have past experience, and they're really exciting topics I love, and I bet you do too. To teach them, to use them, to learn from them. So if you're if you're a student who is going to university, this is great for you, especially if you're interested in social science. If you're a teacher, if you're a professor, especially I will talk in detail how it can be used from sixth grade until actually university level. It can be used for you as an elective, as preparing for different formal exams, and as well as for introducing you to different topics. Basically, I will focus on introduction. However, introduction is not the only thing I'll focus on. I'll focus on the matter itself or the subject itself, which is really important because I believe that it's nice for you if you're a person that is interested and has a kind of interest in learning different subjects, this is for you for sure. The courses are very nice. They're very interactive. They can be easy or challenging. It's a mix. So for introduction, it's not easy or challenging. However, it's fun and interactive. And it's very informative. It's very condensed because you need to have a good base to start from. The material is organized in the sense of it's for college level style. It has a nice introduction. It has a nice PowerPoint, a nice kind of lesson plan, notes, and as well as an assessment in the end. The duration varies between 6 to 5 weeks. However, I may have more or less depending on the course itself. That's the course. And as well as when we meet, if you're interested to have not the whole course, but maybe a week from the course, maybe a segment, I would be more than happy to for you to buy that kind of um, uh, that that material. As well as I want you to know that the subjects that are upcoming, I will post them also in the description box here, and I will also post them in the videos coming. Usually, um, if I have the video as this one, that means I do have it, and you don't need time to get it. So for me to create it, okay, and I will if I do if basically I don't have the content for any reason, and I do need time to create it from the video time, it will take 1 month, okay, maximum. However, besides that, I would have the content and right away maximum, except for shipment, a duration in a week's time, you will get it. Okay, so you will get the you will get a maximum if there's no shipment issues or any other issue that may come up in a maximum 7 days, even less. I believe less if there are no shipment, but 7 days, just give 7 days maximum. That's what's important for you to know. As for the budget, I will post for each one. Each one, I have an average kind of budget, but or the price basically. And for the price, if 1 week is different than 6, if it's college level is different than kids, then higher than that in that sense. So this is also important. The duration and the level, the subject also itself. Okay, so introduction is different than the core subject, right? It's more condensed, the core, and it's more detailed. The sources are much more actually important, priceless, and very, very it's a strength for the course actually. As for the as for the introduction, obviously it has the same kind of sources, but it's more introduction. Okay, in that sense. So this is also important. What I want to stress here is that first of all, the shipment maximum 7 days. Sorry, not the shipment. The basically for you to get the course after buying it, it's maximum 7 days if there's no shipment or other problems that may arise. And obviously you will know and we will know together. So in that sense, the second thing is the price will vary according to duration and the level and other factors. As well as if it's 1 week, like duration is different than 6. If it's a part of the 1 week is different than the 1 week, okay? And the duration, like we said, if it's in the introduction, different than the core and so forth. The important point here is that um, the duration of the course is an important part. Okay, um, so so in that sense, you need to make sure that you you give time for the course. That's what I want to get into, okay? Because it is intensive. However, it doesn't take all your time, okay? So I designed the courses in the sense of it doesn't take all your time, but it is intensive. It's interactive and it makes you aware, okay? The assessment consolidates this. However, it's more the lesson plan, the PowerPoint makes you aware and interact with the information in a positive way that engraves you the information and makes you see how it is in the field, which is really important. Okay. Another point which is important here is that if you have any questions, maybe you don't want to buy, but you are interested in, in the topic, you just want to, know more about it. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions and for you to be interactive here on my channel. Maybe you have your own topics or questions or comments. I'll be more than happy to have them on my channel, contacting me or whatever reason. If you are an institution, I'll be more than happy to talk to you about maybe using it in your institution. If you're online, if you are if you're a student, if you're a teacher, if you're just interested, I'll be more than happy. Okay, whatever reason, it's great. And I'll be more than happy to sell you the material, and that would actually be a great asset for me and for you. So you would get the surplus or the uh, you know the the advantages of obviously doing the course, and I would get the advantages of meeting you and getting to know you, and hoping that you would get the most out of the course. Now, the topics I will soon post them on the podcast are topics that I have currently that I would be more than happy to for you to basically whatever purpose you have for you to um, do, basically to complete the course. Okay, what's important for me is that I need to know who you are. Obviously, I need to know what purpose is the purpose is the purpose of the course for you to, maybe you're interested to publish it. I'll be more than happy. If the purpose of of whatever you want to do the course for a school, we'll talk. I'd be more than happy for teaching it as a teacher. The same thing. Okay, so using it for doing the course and completing the course as a student for different purposes. Okay, so it's important for me to know so that I would know what the next steps are. The prices and the duration is based on the fact of the course itself. Okay, so this is the price of the course itself, and this is the duration of it. Okay, so this is that's very that's very important because if you want other purposes, then obviously you need to make it clear with me. Okay, so we'll meet up and we'll see if you want to publish, if you want to put on a YouTube channel, if you want to share it, if you want to, I don't know, if you're a professor, teacher, if you're a parent, if whatever reason, workshop, trainer, whatever reason. Okay, this is important because it's important for me to know. Then the duration would differ, the price, how we go through the whole organization of either doing the course or selling or okay, or the copyright laws and everything that goes by. Okay, basically. The topics I have currently, I will put in the description box, which are Introduction to Psychology, Introduction to Sociology, and Introduction to Political Science. Introduction to Sociology, hopefully I'll put it soon. And for Introduction to Psychology, hopefully I'll put it soon. For Sociology and Political Science, I will put it maximum in a month's time. Okay, so in a month's time, it will be there and I will have the videos. Introduction to Psychology, I hope by the end of this week, I'll finish it up and I'll put it. I do have other topics that I will do soon, and I'll post the videos by then on YouTube on the podcast. What's important for you to know is that I am open to do content for you for whatever reason. Maybe you're a school director, maybe you're a student, maybe you're a professor, maybe you're a parent, maybe you're a trainer, a workshop person, in a company, a publisher. Okay, whoever you are. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, whatever reason there are, I need to know first of all. Second of all, if you are interested, if you are interested to have if you are interested to have a kind of content for whatever purpose. I'm an English teacher. I'm a social science teacher. You can look at my LinkedIn profile, which I have here on my YouTube channel as a link that you can go into. You'll find I have many skills and experience translating bilingual between English and Arabic, editing in the two languages, different writing experience and skills from media to journalism to art to fashion to different things, whatever is in mind. There are, mainly I'm a social science person in content. However, I do have experience very high in English. I have excellent experience. Usually I prefer college level, but kids, great. Even storytelling. I do art. I also different maybe techniques or different subjects for children, for middle schoolers. As I said, depends on you. If you want for middle school, even the content I present in the video, I am open to have it as such for you, or for kids. Okay, but you need to tell me and you need to clarify these points, because if I don't know, there'll be a miscommunication. Okay, so I can't even the things I present to change it for such audience or for whatever purpose you want. So if you want a YouTube channel, it's different than if you want in a video. It's different than if you want um, in a it's different than if you want, for example, in a school. It's different than if you want for media, for journalism, for I don't know, whatever purpose, newspaper or whatever. Okay, these are really important points because there may be a miscommunication, and it's excellent for you and me so that the whole issue can be organized and smooth. You get your material, I get whatever I need, in the sense of you are having, you get you get your material, it's all there like as as you wish, and I get that you're happy and it's great. Okay, so this is what's important, because if you don't if there's some miscommunication, I will be it won't be great for me, because I want you in the end to be happy and everything's smooth, and obviously you two more than me and both together. So in that sense, this is really important. That's number one. Number two, I what's important for me is that you clarify your points, you tell me who you are, and it's clear for you the way of how, if you're not in Cairo, Egypt, how I will send it to you. So it's kind of so basically you tell me a shipment that you have confidence in and used before, because we don't want to fall into problems that we don't want to fall into problems that what's it called, um, that you have problems with it. So I prefer not a first time, and I prefer that it's something that you have confidence in, very well, and anyways, that goes back to you. Okay, but just for you so that nothing goes wrong. Okay. Um, yes, that's for the shipment. If there is such shipment, we can do it through email, which is really easy, or through link or whatever. Okay, so we'll see how it goes, because obviously shipment is more, I'm thinking more of for different purposes if that comes in. If not, then we can do obviously a link or through email, which is really easy. Okay, there's no shipment here; it takes seconds. But this is just for you to know if you have different purposes. Maybe you want a kind of book. I'll be more than happy to have to for you to have a booklet of the course itself. And in the booklet, you get a I send you a link in a booklet. That's what I mean by shipment. So obviously the link and email and everything is pretty easy, okay? But this is for you to have a this is for you to have a kind of, if for whatever reason I can you can get published, it's published booklet of the course if you prefer. If you want both, that's great. Each one obviously is so like I said, shipment if you're outside of Egypt different than inside. That's first of all. Second of all, if you just want the link and for a certain duration is different than if you want the link for a long duration or unended or whatever. This is important. Okay, so 6 weeks, it's different than than 7, than 2 months or whatever. Anyways, we'll talk in more detail about all this. I don't want to confuse you. It will be very clear. Okay, I just want you I just want you to I just want you to have an idea of to have an idea of you know basically what options you have and what you want, which is important for me so that you can get the most out of it. Okay, on my part, I just need to know, be clear on what you want and your objective, so I can help you out here, or just make it things clear on my side and your side, and there's no miscommunication. Uh, that's basically it. Okay. The um the important part here is that you you need to if you want a kind of certain topic and I don't have it, then just make sure you email me. I will post here on the description box my email, my my email, and my first of all my email, second of all my WhatsApp, third of all I'll post also my LinkedIn profile on my Facebook profile, which is really important because through that, you can do it all, but usually the first one is email. Email I'm active in, and WhatsApp. Okay, so email and WhatsApp, they're both active. LinkedIn and Facebook, for whatever reason, you can send me a message through it or here, but I prefer email and WhatsApp. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you have a certain topic, I do many topics that are outside of social science. Okay, social science includes, by the way, business and economics. That I do have content, and hopefully in the future I will post. Okay, obviously world history, which is something I taught for many years, and I will post as social science, humanities, philosophy, everything else. But here, outside of statistics, part of social science also, and out of social science, uh, what else? There also math, sciences, and math, sciences, different topics, like I said, fashion, art. I also try in English literature, different levels of literature from college level and higher to kids, Arabic language, as well as different topics, whatever you want, from social science to all these topics. Um, medical. I have experience in medical and in neurology and from my psychology background and from experience. Medical neurology. I also have for maybe if you want something, I don't know, unique specifically, maybe you have a specific topic in psychology. Great. Maybe you have a specific topic for medical world. I would be more than happy. Maybe you have a specific topic for in the Arabic language. I would be more than happy also. Literature, okay? Architecture, interior design, social communication, whatever you want, okay? So basically, between English and Arabic, whatever age group, you have a certain topic, whatever topic it is, I'd be more than happy to have content. Just make sure it's clear. You have the certain objectives. We can have a meeting on Zoom. You send me details, which is important to be clear. And I think maximum take 1 month maximum. So just make sure you have that duration and the different details I talked about before. So do you want it a booklet for shipment? Do you want it a booklet and a link? Do you want both? Do you want only a link? What exactly do you want in mind? Do you want it in a video style for social communication purposes or whatever you want? I have, so we can have it interactive, whatever video not for social communication, for different purposes besides social communication, I'd be more than happy. Okay? So all of these we would talk together. What's important for me is that you have it all clear, and I'll be more than happy. So there's no miscommunication between me and you. And if you are unclear on any point here, please tell me. Okay, so please tell me, for example, I need more detail about maybe the shipment detail. I need more detail about the topic. What exactly, do you think? I'm more than happy, actually, from my experience and as a content creator, what exactly do you think is interesting or is catchy or, it's something that is informative for these students or whatever. Okay. So this is important because it's important for me to know the details, and it's important for you to be clear on the different points. Okay, whatever reason. Anyways, these are just the important points. Now going to other purposes, maybe you just want a topic, and you are not a person that for sure will buy or whatever, but it's a topic that you would like to have in the future. I'd be more than happy to do so. Okay, but not officially as content, but here on YouTube. Okay, I would put it here on the podcast, and you'll be surprised other people may want to have such content. In this case, I would do content for it, or actually it would be a great idea for me to do a content for. I never thought about it, and I would do. Okay, but it not necessarily you want to have a certain objective, but I just thought I want to know more about it. I would be more than happy to do both. So I would have the topic here on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, on this podcast, and on other podcasts, okay, if it's relevant. And you would, and you would, and also, you would have, so basically, I would have it here. You would have that option to look at it there if you want to buy, if you want to make the course, if whatever you want, just make sure you tell me so that I can do it in a month's time. Okay, maximum. If I need more time, I'll tell. Okay, whatever, I would be more than happy. And if it's something I have before, you want more detail on, you can tell me, something. You have this topic, and I just want details on it. I'd be more than happy to do like this video, a video on it, and share on my YouTube channel. Okay, which is great. Okay, if you want more and more, even better on the YouTube channel, I would be more than happy. Okay, I just want to stress on the different points here, which are important. That you are clear on your points. If you are not clear on any point I said today or afterwards, whatever we have together, in the meeting or anything else, please make sure that you tell me and you ask questions and you tell me and you give me your comments and everything else. If you have any comments on this whole topic today, any questions, anything in mind, please tell me. Okay, I will put the average price in the description here for the 5 to 6 week course. Okay, this is what I will begin with in what I will begin with in the coming weeks. So, like I said, a maximum a week's time, I'll have introduction to psychology. In maximum a month's time from now, I will have political science and sociology introduction. Okay, I'll post them on this podcast. If you are interested, or any question or comment, whatever it is, please feel free to contact me as soon as possible, because I am interested to have to start on my YouTube channel here. For people who are interested in topics, basically to take a course or to have an idea, or to, for whatever purpose I talked before, or even more. Maybe there are other purposes too, which I would be more than happy to do so. If you have any other ideas, that's great. Maybe you want to be a guest here. That's even better. You have your own content and you want to present it on my YouTube channel. I'll be more than happy. Okay, please. We can talk about if you have your own content for whatever reason, or course or links for whatever reason you want on my YouTube channel for people to see and for people to know about. I'd be more than happy to share it on my YouTube channel. Okay, we would meet up and I would know more about the details, and you would explain more about the reasons and why and everything else, for it to be clear and straightforward, and there's no miscommunication from me, you, or from the viewers, or future viewers, subscribers, or future interested personnel in your content or course. Okay, great. Any questions or comments, please contact me as soon as possible. Don't forget to look at the description box, and have a great day. Bye.